On Monday's episode of his SiriusXM radio show, host Howard Stern embarked on a 45-minute rant about CBS CEO Les Moonves. Moonves has recently faced allegations of sexual misconduct from 6 women in a New Yorker expose, and Stern referenced his own ill feelings about the executive as he discussed the scandal. According to Stern, who has made it known that he is not a fan of Moonves for nearly 2 decades, Les tried to ruin my life. 12 years ago, CBS filed a $500 million lawsuit against Stern, claiming he had breached his contract with CBS by failing to disclose the details of his new deal with Sirius while still employed at CBS Radio, and that Stern had promoted his new gig while still on the air at CBS. Stern elaborated on the details of the lawsuit on his Monday show, saying, "I had done a pretty good job for these guys, kept their stations afloat quite frankly, and made them a lot of money, and it was a nice way to end." Stern said that his goodbyes to Moonves and the other execs were pleasant, but then once he got to Sirius, he was socked with the lawsuit. "How do you defend against a corporation?" Stern asked. "You know they have endless money to with you with lawyers. I was so panicked because this is scary. I knew this was just some sort of bad, like, we're gonna with you because you're leaving us. It's like a stalker who says, you know what, you left me, we broke up, but I'm gonna your life up. And I didn't do jack to Les Moonves except make him money, and I was pissed and upset and scared." The lawsuit was settled in May 2006, with Sirius paying $2 million and Stern getting control of the master tapes from his time at CBS. Other terms of the suit were not disclosed. Years later, Stern said he was at an event in Mexico when Moonves and a bunch of other Hollywood execs were present. While Stern kept things cordial, he kept thinking in the back of his mind, "It's hard to forget that you tried to wreck me for no reason." Also on Monday, Stern played a clip from his own show in 2001 in which he called Moonves a snake repeatedly and said no one should ever do business with him. And in March 2006, he appeared on CBS's Late Show with David Letterman wearing a t-shirt featuring a photo of Moonves and wife Julie Chen that read, "I hate Les Moonves." The radio host also hinted he had damaging information that he was planning to release if the lawsuit had dragged on, but Moonves was like France. He gave right up, welcomed the Nazis right in. The war was over. This guy caved like there was no caving ever in the history of show business. Stern said he was able to drop my anger given that he got control of his own recordings. The Hollywood Reporter has reached out to CBS for comment. To read more on this story, head to THR.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.